I look like a friggin' traffic cone. That's just not gonna work today. What up, hooligans? It's Jennifer. Ever since I posted my aesthetic DIYs video a couple of months back, I think, you guys have been asking me to do another one, and I loved making that video, so I decided to do another aesthetic DIYs for summer video. Obviously, these DIYs are not very functional by any means. They're kind of just nice for looking at. So for some reason, when I was planning this video, I kept saying like aesthetic DIYs, but in my brain, it sounded like aesthetic DIYs, like, hey, aesthetic, like, you know what I mean? Like, I should stop? Okay, I'll stop. Aesthetic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like it, make sure to like it, not just emotionally. Subscribe if you haven't already and you like my videos, and turn on that notification bell. And if you do turn on notifications and you comment that down below, you might be featured as shout out of the week at the end of my next video. Without further ado, let's get started. So for this first DIY, I'm making a DIY mini terrarium. For some reason, I have an affinity for mini things. Ooh, affinity. It's like I did the SATs or something. Anything mini just grabs at my heart. Grabs at my heart? Is that a real saying? For this DIY, you're gonna need some mini glass bottles with the cork stoppers. I found these at the dollar store, but you can just use any mini container that you find, or you can use like a bigger one if you want to make like a real size terrarium. You're also gonna have to go out into nature. I know, who is she for all of us who don't go outside, you know. My body's not really built for the wild, so this is a rare occurrence. But anyway, I just grabbed some rocks, some dirt, moss, and little plants. I'm pretty sure I actually plucked some weeds, and they're not like nice plants, but weeds are plants too. So for each of the little glass bottles, I made a little funnel to put inside. So for the first layer of the terrarium, I just shoveled in some dirt. And then the second layer, I just put in some little rocks. And then for the third layer, I just started putting in my moss / little plants and just organized them in a way that made them look like a real terrarium. And I kind of shook it around just so all the rocks and dirt and stuff would kind of sink to the bottom. After that, I just took some water. I was a little bit too lazy to find a real like watering device, so I actually just took the plastic bag that I got the little mini glass bottles in, filled that up with water, and just poured it into the bottles. And for the first one, I actually poured too much, so it turned into an aquarium, but it's all good. That thirsty little plant is just gonna get plenty of water. So for the next two, I also did the same thing, except put in a lot less water. And then I just capped it off with the cork tops, and then you're finished with your mini terrariums. I think these are super, super cute. I'm excited to see how this will grow because I'm pretty sure it will grow. I don't expect great results, obviously, but it's just a little nice piece of room decor. Alright, so the next DIY is also a plant-inspired DIY. I think we have like a plant theme going on here, but the next DIY is this light bulb flower vase thing-majig. It's hanging also. I'm sure if you guys have Pinterest, you guys have probably seen this like a million times because I definitely have, and I want to try it out for myself. Bless me. So what you're gonna need for this is a light bulb, and I used one that didn't work anymore. And the first thing you're gonna do is take it apart. So if you are younger, make sure you get an adult to help you with this. This part is pretty dangerous, so make sure you get help if you need it. So you're first gonna take off that round circular piece, So you're first gonna take that round circular metal piece off the top with some pliers. Make sure to cover your surface with some newspaper or paper towel or something if you are gonna be doing this, because there will be broken glass everywhere, so you want an easy cleanup. And then you're gonna go in with a screwdriver and basically just break all that glass that's inside without breaking anything that's on the outside, of course. And I just used an assortment of screwdrivers to kind of just crack the glass. And I actually found this part pretty fun, but I guess that says something about my idea of fun because it must be very distorted if I find breaking glass fun. that weird? Once you break all the glass, make sure to shake or tap it out of the light bulb onto your newspaper. If your light bulb has that like white covering of powder inside, you can take some salt, pour it in, and kind of shake it around until all the powder is off of the light bulb. And now you should have your empty, clear light bulb. So I decided to hang up my light bulb. So what I did was I took a piece of twine and I wrapped it around the base of the light bulb and tied it really, really tight. Then I took some wire, this is also from the dollar store, and I made kind of like a semicircle, and then I also folded 2 hooks at the ends of the wire, and then I just hooked those onto the sides of the light bulb by hooking it onto the twine. After that, I needed a way to actually hang it up on the wall, so I took another piece of rope and tied it around the wire and just hung it from my wall with a thumbtack. After that, it was time to fill it up with actual plants, and I mean not okay. I poured in some water again with my little ratchet sack of water. I took some flowers that I got from the dollar store and I just cut them off of the stems, and then I just put it into the little light bulb vase that we have. So I could just sit here and act like I'm the freaking DIY legend of this generation and I never make mistakes, but if I'm being honest here, I had 2 other light bulbs that I was gonna use to make 2 other light bulb vases so that there were 3 in total, but I actually shattered those while trying to clean it out. So I'm only left with 1 light bulb. So the light bulb is a little bit lonely. I know, it looks a little bit sad. But you know what? You work with what you have, and at least I had that 1 left. I was like, if I break this one, I literally, I don't know what to do. But I still think it turned out really cool and really cute, and my Pinterest dreams have come true. Alright, the last DIY I'm probably the most excited for, and that's because I made these DIY rainbow / ombre popsicles, and when I think of summer, I think of popsicles like straight away, and as a child I actually preferred popsicles over ice cream, which is not really relevant to this video at all, but just thought you guys wanted to know. So what you need for this is a popsicle mold. I got these from Superstore, which if you don't live in Canada, you will have no idea what that is. If you don't have these, or if you don't want to get these, you can also just use like small disposable cups. I have definitely used these before to make popsicles and they definitely work, so it's the exact same. You just need to get your own popsicle sticks, but those are like, they're really cheap. You're also gonna need some sort of clear drink. I used 7-Up, aka Sprite. Are they the same thing? I literally have no idea, but they taste the same to me. And to color the Sprite, I use food coloring. So basically what you're gonna do is dump out some Sprite and then add your food coloring in to make the color that you want. Since I'm doing a rainbow, I started out with red first, so I added some red food coloring to the Sprite, and then I poured it into my popsicle mold. For this first one, I wanted to make like all the colors of the rainbow, so I poured in 1 layer of red and then left enough room for the rest of the colors. I also wanted to try to make an ombre one, and for this one, I only needed 2 colors, so I poured in the red halfway up the popsicle mold, and then when I put it into the freezer, I made sure to tilt it on its side so that it froze kind of on an angle, and that way when we pour in the next color, you'll see that it creates an ombre. Hopefully. It's still in the freezer. It looks promising right now. I'm waiting for it to come out, but I think it's gonna work, so I'm gonna pretend that I actually finished, and maybe I shouldn't put this in. So you're gonna put those into the freezer and let them freeze. Once they're out, you can add in your next layer, and for the rainbow one, obviously you're gonna repeat this step for the orange, yellow, green, blue. You guys know the colors of the rainbow. I don't know why I'm telling you. But yeah, you're gonna pour in each color, let it freeze, pour in the next color, let it freeze, and repeat that process until you have your finished popsicle. And for my ombre one, what I did was once it was frozen and on the slant, I just took my second color and poured it in all the way up, and then I just froze it with it standing straight up, and when it comes out of the freezer, you should have something that looks kind of ombre. I think these are beautiful. These are so easy to make. It just takes a little bit of time, and obviously they taste good too because it's just 7-Up. Unless you don't like 7-Up, then it's a little awkward for us. But yeah, those were all the DIYs. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know which one was your favorite. favorite and if you think these are aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, I think they all turned out really, really cool and I hope you guys try them out. Shout out of the week is right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye!